Welcome to part 8 of this video series on restoring a Reeves Unicorn horizontal steam engine. This video completes the project and covers timing the engine, getting the engine running in, installing the feed pump, and a test run. I start the timing process with the steam chest cover off the steam chest, and the steam chest held in place with 2 nuts as shown in this photo. I have a workshop techniques video on timing horizontal steam engines. I'll put a link to this video in the description below. For this video I'll cover the key points on timing the engine. The first step in the timing process is to get the slide valve centered on the port face of the steam chest so that the ports are equally exposed at each end of the piston stroke. This is accomplished by turning the valve rod so the slide valve nut moves left or right depending on which way the valve needs to move. You can see in this clip that the port on the left is exposed. However, the port on the right remains covered at the end of the piston stroke. After some adjustment, the valve now exposes the ports equally at each end of its stroke, as shown in this clip. After adjusting the slide valve, I install the steam chest cover. This clip shows me tightening the nuts that hold the steam chest cover onto the steam chest. Next, I take the engine over to the air supply and connect it up to an air line. I adjust the eccentric so that it's 90 degrees to the crank web. That is a good starting point for timing the engine. I then loosen the grub screw, hold the eccentric in place with the hex key, and turn the flywheel until I hear the valve admitting air into the cylinder. I adjust the position of the flywheel so that air is admitted just before top dead center. This helps cushion the piston as it goes over top dead center. It can take a while to adjust the timing properly, but once it's set, the engine will run. This clip shows the engine running just after timing it. At this point, I turn the air pressure down and run the engine in. While the engine was running in, I rebuilt the boiler feed pump. This clip shows me installing the lower ball bearing in the pump body. Next, I installed the upper pump body, making sure there was a gasket between the 2 halves of the pump body. I then installed the ball bearing in the upper half of the body, the gasket, and then the air vessel. This clip shows the nuts that hold the feed pump body assembly together being tightened. Next, I installed the piston into the feed pump cylinder. I decided to use a silicone O-ring as a seal. You can see this in the clip. This clip shows me tightening the nuts that hold the gland follower onto the pump body. I then installed the feed pump onto the box bed. This clip shows me installing suction and discharge pipes onto the feed pump. I'm not sure if the pump will ever get used, but these pipes will allow me to connect flexible piping. I installed the feed pump eccentric and eccentric straps. This clip shows me connecting the feed pump piston to the feed pump eccentric rod. I had a bit of a disaster when air testing the engine. The feed pump cylinder snapped off the body. I'll order a new one from Reeves and machine and install it later. The following clips show me air testing the engine on the turntable. Apart from the problem with the feed pump body, I'm very happy with the engine overall. I usually run in engines until the oil turns from a black color to clear. I'll leave this video here as the project is pretty much complete. So, that's the Reeves Unicorn restoration project completed. I've enjoyed rebuilding this engine, and I'm happy with the results. It's a nice add to my collection of model steam engines. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you.